What?
I wish more people would do that.
I just
Let us know when you're gonna flip over.
Our speaker today is Patty Shaw. She is a business owner, author, healer, speaker, daughter, sister, mother, grandmother, and wife. I am honored to be married to her and to present her to you all this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Patty Shaw.
Thank you. You forgot friend.
You did say friend, didn't you?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't.
You got to keep with the theme, right? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out this gray and snowy and daylight savings day morning. How many of us cursed daylight savings time this morning? I did. I wanted to get up nice and early to get ready. I had things to accomplish this morning, and 6 o'clock was 5 o'clock, was pitch black, and I do not wake up well when it's dark. Okay, well, let's get this party started. Writing is a collaborative event. We think we're writing all by ourselves, only to realize someone is whispering in our ear. We may pause to laugh at a funny thought, or we may wipe away a tear created by an inspirational and touching thought. And suddenly we don't feel so alone anymore. Someone else is here. Then, when the last sentence is written, we know we've participated in something bigger than us ourselves. That someone, the whisperer, has been called a muse, the higher self, even a spirit guide, but I call them a friend. Who else but a friend would gently guide and then step back to see where you're going to go from here? Who else but a friend will lift you up with no need to take credit for themselves? Who else but a friend is just happy to be with you and watch you grow? While I was preparing the sermon, I needed a friend like that. You see, I had a great idea, but I didn't stop and write it down, and I forgot it completely, 100%. We were just talking about memory, Richard and I. It was such a great idea too, unforgettable, except to me. I neglected the inspiration and I feared it was not coming back. I grieved for an entire week for the loss of this thought. And then I said, I'll just ask in meditation, right? So here's how that went. Hey, God, you gave me a great idea and I didn't take care of it, and it's gone. Will you remind me what it was, please? Silence. Okay, God, I'll meet you halfway. Let's recreate the moment. Remember, I was listening to the bridge on Sirius Radio, and this song came on and inspired an entire sermon. How about this? On my way to work this morning, I'll put the bridge back on, and you will play the song for me. Okay? Okay? God? Then the usual happens. A recurring earworm that's been bugging me all week, maybe even longer, started playing in my head. It's the theme song from Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. You're welcome. Now it's yours. I like the song, but now is not the right time. I'm trying to have a conversation with God. Then a plot twist. The word friendship came floating up into my awareness. Whoa, was I actually having a moment with God? Okay, I'll bite. You want me to speak about friendship? Silence, not even an earworm. I love these little chats. Later, as promised, I get into my car and I turn on the radio just in case God is going to play us our song. Before any song comes on, the announcer says, "Friends tell friends to listen to Bridge Radio." It was my turn to be silent. Ooh. The very next song that played was Carole King's You've Got a Friend. Chills. And right after that, Bob Dylan's song Shelter from the Storm. I didn't need any more hints. My friend, my muse, had spoken. Filled with bliss from this cosmic connection, I floated through my day, and when I got home, I told David my story. Of course, you're speaking about friendship, right? He said it just like that. What I experienced that morning showed me that friends are reliable. And when you ask stupid questions, they are quiet until you figure it out. So what other qualities are inherent in friends? Or people who you know that fall in the category of friends? Because sometimes we're not sure. They have integrity. Their actions speak loudly of their values and their moral principles. They walk their talk, and they do it consistently. And this makes them trustworthy. A friend is also loyal, and you can count on them to have your back when others don't. They listen patiently and give you all the time you need to say all the stupid things you need to say before they blurt out some pretty wise insights that don't sound very judgmental at all. They do this because they allow themselves the honor to get to know you and your shoes. And they get to know where you and your shoes have been. A friend's confidence brings out your own confidence because they are not in competition with you. They cheer you on, and it's easy to laugh with them because they know exactly where your funny bone is. And my very favorite quality in a friend, they are low maintenance without being aloof. You never have to worry. So I looked up some quotes about friendship and found a common thread. Having friends and being a friend is the most valued thing in life, even more valued than a romantic relationship. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only way to have a friend is to be one." Elizabeth Foley, "The most beautiful discovery true friends make is that they can grow separately without growing apart." Thomas Aquinas, "There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship." Baltasar Gracian, I love that name. "Friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evil. Strive to have a friend. For life without friends is like life on a desert island. To find one real friend in a lifetime is good fortune. To keep them is a blessing." Martin Luther King Jr., "Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend." Winnie the Pooh, "If you live to be 100, I hope to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you." Oprah Winfrey, "Lots of friends want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo is broken." And Abraham Lincoln, "Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends?" Examples of friendships are all around us, but every once in a while there is one that really will change your life. The story of Linda is one of them. She is my cousin. She never married or had any children. Instead, she became a professional teacher and then later a principal for her school. She devoted herself to her students, her own parents, her students' parents, her brothers, and their families. They could count on Linda for anything, and there were many needs. She had a very full life, and her friends and family, her students, brought a lot to her plate. One of her brothers got brain cancer. The other had difficulty with addiction. Her own father was incapacitated from exposure to chemicals from World War II. Yes, her life was full, but with many joys as well as sorrows. And she juggled it beautifully. Well, along the way, she made and kept many friends. And when she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's recently, they rallied around her. they take care of her. And each one in their own way said, if the roles were reversed, she would do the same for me. And they believed it. And my heart was opened with this truth because Linda would have, and she would have done it happily. They showed me that friendship is how we love each other. And from the way I felt watching Linda being cared for by her friends, I learned that being a friend is how we love ourselves. I have one last person I would like to quote before I go. Master Jesus spent his life teaching us how to love one another. And it was beautifully recorded or characterized in John chapter 15, verses 12 through 15. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone may lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. No longer do I call you servants, for the servant does not know what his master is doing, but I have called you friends. For all that I have heard from my Father, I have made known to you. And sometimes my father helps Patty with her sermon. Thank you so much. And I hope you have an amazing day with your friends.